What if I told you there are simple psychological tools, uplifting, empowering, and deeply human, that can help you connect more authentically, be remembered long after you leave the room, and build real influence? Imagine walking into a room and not needing to dominate the conversation. You don't raise your voice, you don't compete for attention, yet people remember your energy. They remember how you made them feel seen, heard, and valued, not because you were the loudest, but because you were the most present. In a fast-paced world full of fleeting interactions, surface-level connections, and constant distractions, learning how to create real human connection is a superpower. And the truth is, it's not about being perfect or polished, it's about being intentional. Today you'll learn how to become that person, genuine, grounded, and deeply impactful. Not through manipulation, but through using subtle psychology to cultivate presence, trust, and empathy. Let's explore how. 1. The reverse highlight effect. Lead with humility, follow with strength. People don't connect with flawless success stories. They connect with growth. That's what makes the reverse highlight technique so effective. Most of us are taught to lead with achievements, to impress, to validate our worth. But the more powerful path? Lead with something human, something that reveals who you were before the success, a challenge you faced, a lesson that shaped you. Let's say someone asks, "How did you get into what you do?" You could easily rattle off your resume, but instead you might say, "Honestly, I had no idea what I wanted to do at first. I tried a bunch of things that didn't click, but eventually I stumbled into something that really challenged me in a good way, and that's when things started to shift." This creates a narrative arc that people can emotionally invest in. It builds a relatable bridge. It says, "I've been lost too. I struggled, but here's what I found on the other side." What you're really doing is showing your humanity first, then your resilience. That's what leaves an impression. People don't remember perfection. They remember transformation. 2. The mirror and delay technique. Deepen connection through attunement. Listening is a skill, but attuned listening is an art. It's not just about hearing words, it's about sensing energy, noticing pacing, and respecting emotion. Begin by observing how someone communicates, not just what they say, but how they say it. Are they soft-spoken? Do they speak quickly? Are their movements slow, careful, intense? Without copying them, gently shift your tone and pacing to match theirs. This nonverbal mirroring signals safety and resonance. It's a psychological cue saying, "We're in sync." But perhaps even more powerful is the pause. When someone shares something emotionally charged, resist the urge to respond instantly. Give a moment of silence. Let it land. Then respond with something simple, grounded, and real. They say, "I've been feeling overwhelmed lately." You pause. Then you respond, "Yeah, that's a heavy place to be. I've felt that way too." That pause, it's not awkward, it's sacred. It communicates respect for their vulnerability. It says, "I'm not here to fix you. I'm here to feel this with you." That level of emotional attunement builds a kind of trust that words alone can't achieve. 3. Controlled absence. Let silence strengthen presence. Presence is magnetic, but so is thoughtful absence. In our always-on culture, there's pressure to constantly be available, to respond quickly, to keep conversations going. But ironically, sometimes the most powerful move is stepping back. After a great interaction, a deep talk, a meaningful moment, resist the urge to instantly follow up. Let that connection breathe. This doesn't mean ghosting people or playing games. It means trusting that the value you brought doesn't need to constantly be reinforced. Give others the space to miss your presence, to reflect on how you made them feel. It's a rhythm. Show up with sincerity, step back with grace. In relationships, both personal and professional, this balance makes your presence feel intentional, not obligatory. It adds weight to your energy. You're not just there, you're remembered. 4. The positive anchor. Build associations with warmth. Every interaction we have leaves a trace. A tone of voice, a phrase, a facial expression, these become emotional anchors in the minds of others. And with repetition, you can choose what that anchor becomes. Imagine you're someone who always says, "You've got a really calm presence," or "This feels like a good day," or "I love how you think about things." If those words are tied to moments of kindness, insight, or comfort, people will start to associate those emotions with you, even in your absence. That's the essence of positive anchoring. It's not about being fake. It's about consciously planting seeds of warmth and optimism so people begin to feel better just by thinking of you. Over time, your presence becomes a lighthouse, a subtle symbol of joy, calm, or support. Whatever energy you consistently embody. It's not about being overly cheerful or bubbly, it's about being steady, safe, a soft place in a hard world. 5. Future pacing with positivity. Invite shared vision. Want to connect on a deeper level? Share a future. This psychological principle, called future pacing, is often used in coaching or therapy, but in day-to-day life, it's a powerful way to inspire and uplift. It's simple. Speak of a meaningful future moment and casually invite someone into it. "One day we should hike that trail you mentioned, just to spend a day away from everything." Or, "Imagine us working on a creative project together. That'd be wild." Even if it never happens, it plants a subtle emotional thread between you and them, a shared vision, a dream, not just for yourself, but that includes them. That makes people feel seen, not only as they are, but as they could be. And sometimes that's what people need most, to feel like someone believes in the best version of them, that someone sees their potential, even if they doubt it themselves. These tools aren't tricks, they're not manipulation, they're expressions of care, of awareness, of choosing to approach human connection not with scripts, but with presence. When you lead with honesty, when you mirror with care, when you let your absence amplify your presence, when you anchor others in warmth, and when you speak of shared tomorrows, you leave an imprint. Not just on someone's memory, but on their experience of themselves. You become a mirror of their value, a space where they feel seen, and in a world where so many are starving to be understood, that's a rare and powerful gift. We often think influence comes from charisma or authority, but the deepest kind of influence, the kind that lingers, is built quietly, patiently, through the daily art of showing up with empathy, curiosity, and grace. It's not about trying to be unforgettable, it's about making others feel seen in ways that they won't forget. So take these techniques and try them. Practice them with intention. Use them to uplift the room, to soften harsh moments, to offer warmth in cold places. Influences don't have to be loud. Sometimes it's a gentle whisper that echoes the longest. If this resonated with you, if you're someone who values real connection in a disconnected world, consider liking this video, sharing it with someone who might need it, and subscribing for more insights like this. Together we can deepen connection, not through performance, but through presence. Thanks for being here, and until next time, stay kind.